What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we are talking about Mason Mount in this video because he's increasingly likely and edging closer and closer to a Liverpool transfer. And Ben Jacobs, a credible journalist, has said that there are a multitude of reasons why Mason Mount is likely to sign for Liverpool. There is the Jurgen Klopp factor, and despite the fact that Liverpool have had a more disappointing season than they would have hoped for at the start of this season, the project at Liverpool is still clear. With the right kind of players, we can not just get back into the Champions League places next season, but also challenge for the title and go on a deep run in the Europa League. And because Jurgen Klopp is there and a range of other Liverpool players, even after this Liverpool rebuild will take place in the summer, a lot of world-class Liverpool players will still remain at the club. It's sort of obvious where Mason Mount fits in. He would be a regular starter at Liverpool if he comes in, because we have a big gaping hole in our midfield with like 4 midfielders leaving. At Chelsea, it's less likely where Mount fits in, even with the new signing, a new manager, potentially Mauricio Pochettino coming in. And Ben Jacobs continued, but again, the Mauricio Pochettino factor and the fact that Chelsea will still formally talk to Mason Mount means that nothing is final at this point, nothing is done. Liverpool see a window of opportunity there to potentially get Mason Mount at a bargain transfer fee because of the contract winding down. Mason Mount only has 1 year left on his contract, and Chelsea confirmed to Mason Mount personally that if he's not signing a new contract, then he will be sold this summer. That is certain. But if Chelsea are holding out for a big transfer fee of like 60-70 million, I don't think Liverpool should enter the race. And actually, the Daily Mail is reporting that Manchester United will launch a £55 million bid for Mason Mount as the manager Erik ten Hag tries to get ahead of Arsenal and Liverpool after making the Chelsea star his primary summer transfer target. So that's the problem. I think at Liverpool, I think Alexis McAllister is the number one transfer target. Mason Mount is like number 2 or number 3. And if Chelsea want to sell Mason Mount, then I think it will be a bidding war between Arsenal, Manchester United and Liverpool. And I'm not sure if Liverpool rate Mason Mount that highly that they would want to overpay for a player who only has 1 year left on his contract. And David Ornstein is also reporting that Arsenal are interested in Mason Mount. They are also interested in Man City's Ilkay Gundogan. Granit Xhaka, who is now 32 years old, is leaving in the summer, and Arsenal apparently want Mason Mount, but there is strong competition from Liverpool and Manchester United. Chelsea will make a final push to extend Mason Mount's contract, but I think that's very, very unlikely. The big question, would he even start for Arsenal? I don't think so, because he plays pretty much the same role as Martin Odegaard, who was one of the Arsenal's best players. He scored more than 10 goals and got more than 10 assists. But I will be honest, if Arsenal get Mason Mount and Declan Rice, with Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, they will have an even better team next season than this season. So Liverpool have to get their transfers right. Big question is Mason Mount worth a bidding war? I'm not sure. Because yes, we still need some homegrown players, but we have Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Bajcetic. That helps the homegrown quotas a lot, but I still think Liverpool should sign an English player or a player who has the homegrown quota and who, of course, is good enough. And that's the thing, if Mason Mount is not 100% sure that he wants to play for Liverpool, if he is debating whether he should stay at Chelsea, go to Man United, go to Arsenal, then he's not the right player for us. We have a lot of brilliant midfielders who would love to play for Liverpool and who have Liverpool as their first choice if they hear our interest. So I think Mason Mount is not really worth a bidding war. I think it's better if we sign some players who really are desperate to play for us. And Mason Mount had a brilliant season in the last 3 or 4 seasons he scored quite a lot of goals. Last season he got 13 goals in 53 games. The previous season 9 goals. The previous season 8 goals, which is like not a lot, but I think in a better team than Chelsea, like Liverpool, where Mason Mount would get a lot of opportunities, he could score even more goals. His current market value, Mason Mount, is 65 million euros, which is around 57 million pounds. So yeah, 55 million pound offer I think is realistic. If Chelsea are holding out for 70 million for a player who has 1 year left on their contracts, they are out of their minds. But they look like an absolute mess, Chelsea. They signed players worth 600 million pounds and they look actually much worse than before signing those players. I mean, to go from winning the Champions League to finishing in the bottom half of the the Premier League table, for the first time since the 90s. I think it was 1996, the last time Chelsea finished in the bottom half of the table, and that was a good more than, I mean, almost 30 years ago. Absolutely crazy. 27 years ago to be precise. And even though Mason Mount has been in and out of the Chelsea team, he still scored 3 goals and got 6 assists this season, which is pretty decent. But I think his best season was absolutely 100% last season, where he got 13 goals and 16 assists. That's 29 goal contributions in 53 games. And what I love about Mason Mount is he's a very good age profile. As I said, he's just 24 years old, and also he hardly ever gets injured. This season, yes, he had a few injuries, but the previous 3 seasons he played more than 50 games for Chelsea, which is really a lot and a really awesome. And I'm sure that he would love to add to his medal collection after winning the Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup and the Club World Cup with Chelsea. But they finished second in the FA Cup. They lost 3 FA Cup finals in a row, Chelsea, and the League Cup final as well. So in domestic cup finals, Mason Mount lost 4 and haven't won 1. But I think if it comes to Liverpool, he could become a very important player for Liverpool, and Jurgen Klopp could integrate him into this Liverpool rebuild. And I love the fact that Liverpool actually wrote to the refereeing governing body, the PGMOL, to ask, basically seek clarity on why Cody Gakpo's goal has been ruled out for offside, and also why Tyrone Mings haven't been sent off after kicking Cody Gakpo in the chest. And he had 3 huge deep cuts, gashes on his chest. Jurgen Klopp said Cody looks like he has been sponsored by a brand with 3 massive cuts across his chest. You can't do that without making a proper foul. And the referee said that he thought before Cody Gakpo's goal that the defender didn't play the ball deliberately. It's not a deliberate action from the defender, according to the referee, but he swings his leg at the ball. How can you say, even after watching the replays, that it's not a deliberate action and deliberate play of the ball when the defender swings his leg? If he stood still and the ball just hit him, fine, then I can understand that. But he swings the ball. He swings his leg towards the ball. Why? How on earth did he not allow that goal? I know how. He hates Jurgen Klopp. He hates Liverpool. John Brooks was the 4th official in the Liverpool-Tottenham game where Jurgen Klopp screamed in his face, which he shouldn't have done. He admitted his mistake. It's clear as day that the FA and the Premier League hate Liverpool and have an agenda against Liverpool, because why on earth would you appoint the same referee who Jurgen Klopp had a massive altercation with, a massive bust-up with, to the next home game that Liverpool play in the Premier League? It's absolutely scandalous, I think. And it looks like the PGMOL will reject the complaints from Liverpool. And that's the problem, that some rules and the interpretation of those rules are subjective. And there should be no subjective decisions in the Premier League. All the decisions should be objective. Otherwise, the referee and the referee's emotional state can influence these subjective decisions. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was massive corruption behind these refereeing decisions, because if Man City are willing to cheat financial fair play rules, do you think they will stop there and not trying to cheat the system and bribe referees as well? I mean, it's very suspicious that Liverpool missed out on the Premier League title twice by 1 point, and in those seasons Man City got massively favored by referees. Massive decisions went the Man City's way, which had a 4 or 6 point swing towards Man City and against Liverpool. And I mean, the Rodri handball was the scandalous. I mean, the PGMO apologized to Everton afterwards, and Man City won the game because of that decision. Also, the ball hits Moutinho here, and the referee gives a handball, gives a penalty. Man City win the game 1-0. Those are just two of many examples where the referees favored Man City massively. And also Liverpool didn't get, since 2019 we got about the same amount of penalties as teams like Aston Villa, West Ham, Everton. And that's not right. That Manchester United and Man City got almost double the amount of penalties that Liverpool had, even though we have one of the best attacks in the Premier League in those like 3 or 4 years. Since 2019. So the past 4 seasons, we have one of the best attacks in the league. We should be getting a similar number of penalties to Man City, and a lot more than Man United. Yet Man United get almost twice as much, and Man City definitely twice as much as Liverpool. And also, Mo Salah has the 3rd most goals and assists combined in the top leagues in all competitions. So the top 5 leagues, Haaland is first with 60 goals and assists, absolutely crazy. Mbappe is second with 49 goals and assists, but he's playing in a lot weaker league than Salah. And Mo Salah is third with 45 goals and assists combined. Vinicius Jr. has 44 goals and assists, and Messi has 40 goals and assists. But Salah played 50 games, so a lot more than Mbappe or Messi, but still, that's brilliant that Salah has, 45 goals and assists, one of his best season in his career, definitely at Liverpool. So I really am hoping that Salah can keep scoring goals next season as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.